a building. Inside this building there is a level where no elevator can go, and no stair can reach. This level is filled with doors. These doors lead to many places, hidden places. But one door is special. One door leads to the source.
What's up? What's up?
Hello.
What's up? What's up? You hear me? Hear us in the microphone, the space. Hear us well. Your voice.
Welcome.
This very special Tron Sepia live stream.
Here's so much activity.
You wrote this one, right? You wrote the art on this one. You wrote the music on this one.
Kinda. It was one of my computer projects.
Computer project.
I mean, usually projects are usually on one or the other's computer. So
This was a Mirek project.
yeah, to do a bit of housekeeping, whole streaming thing. Sharing on Substack.
He pasado un día entero en medio de un éxtasis creativo.
Yeah, put it a bit.
All right. You hear us better now. Better do some.
Gabriel confirme.
Gabi.
Alright.
Maybe I can. Oh, Moon Raccoon is in the house. Moon. I'm gonna try to get more gain in my mic.
Yeah, this Mirek set this up perfectly before we got started. It was all great and perfectly set up, and I could hear everything in both my my headphones. How about more mic gain?
My game is up. I'm gonna lower my game higher this. Is this better? Better now. How do
Yeah, that's more my game.
Estar haciendo por
Alright,
fin
here we
un
heard
cine que sane,
We're gonna get this right. Sorry, it's been a
que
while
presente
since
destrucciones,
some of the setup stuff has changed.
espíritus
That's alright.
de seres
Always a rocky
humanos que no
start.
saben amar,
I think this is good now.
que creen que el amor
I
es
think so,
un
but,
jueguito romántico.
Let's see. What's that?
Películas que solo hablan del dinero, como si el dinero fuera el interés mayor de la vida.
Yeah, voice is good.
Song is called Endless. It's a song we released on the Smorgasbord compilation number 2 called
Psy-aria.
Psy-aria. Like diarrhea with Psy.
I don't know if Jeremy has continued scatological album names.
Oh, he did 2. No, he did 3. He did Porta Party.
Right. Porta Party.
Psy-aria.
Psy-aria.
Psy-aria. Yes, that's the name of his compilation. It's the kind of thing you have at a festival when you've had too much of everything. Oh yeah, so tonight we're gonna do a special stream.
Yeah.
What's on the menu?
So, before Mirek was saying what's the stream title, and I proposed Tron Sepia past, present, and future. I don't know what the stream is doing now, but that was the
Yeah, that's the
El alma.
There's something weird.
yeah. Just take the time to
La
set it
película debe
up.
darme algo, una esperanza.
I think I know the problem is a very worrying sentence.
¿Cómo poder hacer eso? ¿Cómo puede el cine de autor ir?
Alright, let us know if you can hear it properly as we go.
It's not gonna be just us doing some multi-balance.
Some tests on this.
Alright, after this song we start for real.
Yeah, after this song, which lasts another 8 minutes.
And I have a thumbs up if the volume is better now. Thumbs up. Can you hear me?
Increase the music volume.
I don't understand.
Can you hear my voice properly? Since I have a very good projection.
And we came to life.
Alright.
Is this the end of our adventure?
Clipping is great.
Nothing has an end.
It's because you need your voice needs
We
to
came
come
in
from
search of the secret of
from
immortality,
your elbow.
to be like gods. And here we are, mortals.
Alright.
More
So,
human than
ready
ever.
to deep dive? Ready
Yeah.
to dive into Tron Sepia's
We are
history?
images,
Yes, but
dreams,
maybe before we do,
Okay.
I mean, I guess there's a bit of context to this.
Yeah? But this is it.
This is the context.
Go with the context. Go with the context.
No, but I mean the context is that in the last few years we haven't released much on the internet, although we did play in the usual festivals, I guess, at this point during the summer, that kind of stuff. We played some new tracks, but not things we've released.
We
were-
played a lot actually. We did
yeah,
a
we
lot of
played
shows.
a lot of like new stuff, but we didn't take the time to like release them as we would have in the past. And I think, especially now that Mirek will talk more about this later, but we had a more classical approach to these whole album thing, you know, and we accumulate tracks and we'd be like, oh, we can do an album with like, we have 10, 11 tracks, you know, and they were like, yeah, and let's release them all at the same time and get them all ready. And this usually takes a fair bit of effort if you're perfectionists and if you have a bunch of tracks, and then you gotta select the ones. And so all that to say, the context is, yeah, a bit less tracks released or easily available on our page and stuff like that. And we did, you know, slow down a bit, especially you know, during the C word
in the releasing aspect.
In the releasing aspect, but although we did a couple of songs like each year, and
you have about 3 tracks. I counted them.
Yeah, I have about a handful of tracks that are we've never really put out there, which we should do at some point, because now I'm like, oh, they should be uploaded in the cloud or something.
One of them I played live.
Right.
I played it live a couple of times.
Yeah, so that's satisfying. But and yeah, Mirek has a something coming up.
Yeah.
Big news, like the meme in the where it's like, you know, my sleep paralysis demon is your local DJ saying big things coming up, and then you have nightmares, you know. So,
yeah. I have a new project coming up that we're gonna introduce probably at the end of the stream.
Yeah, maybe later.
Maybe play some of them, whatever. But it's a new project that's coming up. Have about maybe 8 to 10 new tracks and whole new visual identity.
8 to 10? No, it should be 5 tracks. I thought you worked this out.
No, I have more, but I'm gonna release them over time and have a smart releasing strategy as opposed to
unlike
releasing albums.
what we've done in the past.
Anyways, the project is I can't say the name. No, I'm gonna keep the name for the end. Whatever. It might drop during the stream. So let's start at the beginning. I kind of wanted to tell the story of everything, and we're gonna start here. Look, we're really going to the deep beginning. We start.
Yes.
Oh, where is there another face of us? Wow, that screen shouldn't be there. So it's
right. Like there.
Boom, okay. All right. So we have this.
So this is the beginning.
This is the real beginning. This is the deep beginning. This is
So at first we were a ski band.
Yeah. This is, look how Eric is happy. Look how I'm happy. Yeah, this is
had a bit of a sexy model look, you know, that
So around that age we were really best buddies. Eric was very how do you say in class, very tannant.
He's very agitated.
Agitated class. He would make me laugh so much I would roll on the floor in the class laughing, and I would get suspended. Yeah, I would go in detention because he would make me laugh too much. It was about like when we were like 8 years old. Then kind of
class clown.
Yeah.
I changed schools.
You got fired from the school.
No, I didn't get fired.
You got fired from the school.
But I changed schools, and then in high school.
And in high school, I was in heavy metal band.
Yeah. He was more into heavy metal, and then So this one Christmas, my mom bought a keyboard and a music software for the old Macintosh 300 megahertz we had in the computer room, and that was initially a present for like my dad, and I ended up using it more. He kind of helped me set it up, and when I kind of figured out how it worked, I discovered you could write notes and write some beats, and it was kind of fun. And initially some of my parents' friends would be like, oh, this sounds kind of like Jean-Michel Jarre, you know, which is a very boomer compliment, but it's still good. So I kind of started that slowly but surely around 12, 13, 14.
And you wrote how many tracks during that period?
I don't really know, but I mean a couple dozen.
About 50.
Maybe not that much. Like I have maybe like 50 projects, but like ones that I finished, I'm not sure.
Oh, of course they're not finished, but you have like 50 different tracks of psytrance, including this one we're hearing right now, called Seeing Stuff.
Yeah, that one was a bit after though. I was a bit more into psytrance at that point. But putting some stock footage there. But that's fine. Yeah. But so yeah, I remember illegally downloading music on Kaza, and at one point I found this track called "Bust the Move" by what ended up being Infected Mushroom. And when I discovered that what they were doing was pretty good, I started like emulating, not imitating, emulating what they did.
Infected Mushroom?
Yeah, of course. I actually, some of my tracks were literally like emulations of their tracks, or at least I tried to do similar things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you were trying to imitate Metallica.
Oh, yeah, but like the orchestration of Metallica, like
Yeah.
the S&M orchestra stuff. I was really into orchestra, like film music at that time. That's what I wanted to do. And then I was like, oh, Sepia is like cinema, and Tron is like electronic. That's actually the real reason where Tron Sepia name comes from. It's not Sepia the ink that came later when we released Cuttlefish, but
Yeah.
initially was because of cinema and electronic music.
Yeah. But it took kind of a double meaning.
Yeah. Hey, I want to show these guys the
Alright.
first song we ever did together.
Alright, but before, let's make sure they can properly hear the stuff. But
Yeah.
and to introduce the track, I mean it is the first one.
The first ever. It's like one
Right.
of I didn't know Cubase. Like I knew Cubase, but
Wow.
I couldn't get around Cubase. You did the
But you knew it more for, I guess, not necessarily for audio production.
Yeah.
I like not to electronic production.
Oh.
More like arrangement. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Oh, let's hear the drop for that one. But,
You want me to leave a drop of Seeing
oh,
Stuff?
I mean, no, it's fine.
All right. So, the first track we ever made, Eric and I, called Trance in F Sharp.
Yeah, so it's kind of a eclectic things. Actually, this is the first time I'm hearing it in a while. And by while, I mean like 10 years. Let's criticize our own track all the place. God, it's that bass is kind of mid. Kind of mid as the Zoomers would say. Yeah, this is kind of the orchestra part.
Piano, so I feel like I'm trying to kind of on piano.
But let's just listen to some word else about the bass still sucks. Right. Everything that comes next is mostly unrelated to what came before.
No, but the theme is great. I was so impressed. You wrote the theme
Did I?
You wrote this film. I did the
Right, I think I remember.
Hey, Shane, what's up? This is about that time when we wrote this that we would play Super Smash together all the time with the gang at the tapes on the poster. Yes, we're sorry for the tape on the poster.
Yeah, we'll listen. Yeah, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I said, unrelated. Put it down a bit, but
Yeah. This build up is nice.
but what was I gonna
It's a
say?
fun track.
The idea is like
Yeah, it's
sometimes you
like-
listen to, you look at stuff you did when you were younger, or listen to whatever kind of art you were doing, and you're like, hey, I had some pretty good ideas back then. The execution was just like not as great as with the experience, but then you get experience and you get less good ideas.
Yeah.
Then you get older and stuff like that. I exaggerate, but
I like this build up.
yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that was like, you kind of knew that was good. Trend stabs. A lot of stuff going on there. Take it out.
Sorry.
Yeah, joke.
I don't hear the same thing as you guys. That's the thing we noticed our setup currently.
Yeah, but
Alright, going around the volume.
alright, how's the music now?
Moon Raccoon doesn't agree with the music being too loud.
No, but we want to, we need to make it audible.
Alright. So,
So we did. Yeah, okay.
Trance and F Sharp, our first track ever. Yeah, I'm having problems with the visual. Sorry, Ariane, I should have been setting up before more. Anyways, next track. So after we started getting better, we did Cuttlefish.
Well, we did a few
We did a few,
tracks
we did
which
Don't
are,
Count.
which are kind of not of interest.
No.
But eventually, I think Mirek figured out, started listening to music on the internet.
Dubstep.
And dubstep was starting to be
Yeah.
a thing already. Then he said, we need to try this kind of stuff. We need a sidechain compressor or something. No, but don't put it too loud.
I did it.
This is too loud. Oh, do we have different? Oh, I see.
I think so. Oh, there we go. Alright.
How does that sound? No,
This is not working. This is.
the music or
I'm gonna stop this.
oh no.
This.
But how loud am I? Am I loud?
All right. We should just move on.
Yeah, don't stop. All right.
All right. So our first EP that we wrote, Weird Fishes and Other Stories, that have. We started cinematic dubstep, so we were like, let's continue doing the cinematic stuff. Continue doing the cinematic stuff with the electronic music, but then instead of going into the psytrance direction, we went into the dubstep, which is what happened with Cuttlefish. And
Yeah.
then we did 4 tracks, Factory in that order, Flange. You wrote Flange, Factory,
Yeah.
Cuttlefish and Factory we did together.
Yeah,
All
Cuttlefish
the
and
whole
Factory
thing.
was very, because we did the project at your house,
But you did.
but I would come over like very often, a couple
Good.
times a week, and
Yeah.
work on the track.
Because I wasn't good with Cubase.
I
so-
brought my synthesizer there,
Yeah.
and
We used instruments at that time. We're so cute.
Well, I don't know
yeah,
about
we
instruments,
We have
but-
a video about that. actually a visual thing to show you guys.
All right.
Yeah, we'll have some visual
Actually,
stuff.
yeah. Pause the.
But why is there? Is there your face of disgust in the middle of the camera every time?
It's the.
Wait, we have
Pause
our-
the track. Oh, okay.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like we have instruments. We're doing a live thing. That was the oh my god,
Oh,
so
that's
ugly.
very
I
awkward.
had glasses. Oh, Gabby in the
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Gabby singing. So Gabby is also an important part of Tron Sepia. We hear her singing right now. Not right now, but
Not
we,
right
heard,
now.
we heard her right before. She's Gabby. She's Eric's sister. So basically, Eric had his younger sister Gabby that I knew when I was super young. What's is she trying to
can
hide?
see you.
Is she
All
trying
right.
to
What's
hide?
up? Okay. All right. She just wants to get. She forgot her.
Ninja skills. Ninja skills. Wow. That's funny.
The missing track was Abyss, Gabriel.
Yes, an abyss.
Yeah,
But-
Abyss was written in your first apartment, I believe.
Actually, Abyss was written when I was like 15 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
I
There,
was
there were a couple versions of it, but the version that exists now was, I remember, written in your first apartment.
yeah. Yeah.
So that was a good sized, which we
4 tracks.
should have.
4 tracks is the best.
4 tracks is good. And yeah, it just got uploaded on the Ectoplasm. It's this what is this website? Some free music, great free music.
And something happened with Abyss.
Yeah, so-
that is very special. So basically, Abyss is kind of a very melancholic song. We hear it right now.
Actually, I'm just having it because I remember we recorded water sounds
Yeah, oh, we did
at your
that.
parents' house.
Yeah,
But then I guess you moved out, and
Yeah.
then we sound. So we
Yeah.
took bowls of
Buckets.
water and buckets and just like shoved them in the sink. Yeah, like this.
these are real sounds. At that time, we didn't use samples. At that time, Tron Sepia, we did all of our sounds.
Man.
We were a factory. We used metal sounds.
That's
in the
true. We
factory.
recorded like just random nails and hammers and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Abyss is a.
But yeah, so I think Abyss was the last one of the tracks we made from that EP.
Yeah.
So it was a bit more refined in that sense. It was more refined than, say, Cuttlefish and the other ones, but and it was a lot smoother. And then, as Mirek was gonna say, it kind of caught on its own for specific use.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Jean-Sylvain! On switch en français, tout le monde francophone dans le chat.
It is true, but I mean, maybe since we'll have a recording, others can understand, and so on. I mean, see what? You can speak the Franglish.
Really, the singing of Gabby on this one is extraordinary.
Yeah, that was a good. Thanks for that.
And so, as we said, something happened with Abyss is that it became viral in a very specific niche that wasn't intended, in more specifically, in the Russian pole dance community. So, if you go on the internet, there's like tons of dancers, Russian dancers, using Abyss song.
Leave it for a moment.
There's this troupe. I remember there's a troupe that does a choreography on Abyss.
Did they credit us on this?
Did they? Nope. Not even. I'm trying to see Tron Sepia in the Cyrillic alphabet.
Let's just prove it's the song. Just, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know, but
Show the video. Just,
show the video. Yeah.
I'm gonna stop.
So you remember that song? So. Oh, they're like a
Oh,
lot.
Abyss. There are a lot. It's cool. So cool.
I never saw that one.
The butts. I mean, when I was 15 years old,
Maria Klikova.
did I expect that my kind of end of the world turmoil, depression, a heartbroken song?
Would be used by Ukrainian dancers.
No, I think they're Russian. It's like a Russian dance group.
Maybe. I wouldn't want to do that.
The name of the song isn't a title, but not translated, right?
Yeah.
So cool.
Ksenia Loginova.
This is really cool.
Oh, she's has a bit less practice there. Sorry, Elena.
Didn't say that.
I'm sorry. Oh, another one. Okay. Dude, go. Alright. So, that was years later. Do you still have the Greeks Happen video?
Oh my god. Yeah.
I don't know what
That was
the
on,
name of-
on another song.
That was with Flange. No, that was with Flange, yeah.
This?
No, I think this is just a random.
But it was a random.
Anyways, there was this video where it's essentially a fairly homoerotic montage of fit men at the beach. And then it's just like them, you know, bathing and stuff like that. And then there's the song that they used.
Is our song?
Which is our song. And at one point during the video, I think there's a caption which just says, like, Greeks happen. But anyways.
The cars, she wants to say, put the one with the cars. Okay, I'm gonna put it.
I mean, it's probably just Cars video.
Where is it? It's gone.
Oh, it's
there it
there.
is.
It's probably just a still. Someone.
That's it.
Yeah. That being said,
there are other stuff cooler than that.
and that being said, so I mean, each song had its own
Life
of its own, because Flange was one of the first song that we put on SoundCloud that had a bit more virality to it, I think.
There's stuff like this. This was they used Cuttlefish, which is great. They use one of our songs for their demo, which is great. The first album was Creative Commons.
Yeah.
Works so well.
Oh, yeah.
Should have played that one. Like, anyways, we're
Pretty cool.
We'll get better.
So you're pretty stoked about this one at the time. That was when? That was 2012?
Yeah, but the Russian blow up thing happened in 2015.
Yeah,
and
that
we
was a
didn't
bit
know.
later.
And we didn't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
We just had lots of new fans from Russia. I thought they were bots. But somehow it happened in 2015. We didn't know. At that time, we released another album, which we should go into.
2013.
We skipped 2013,
Yeah.
which was a big thing.
So what happened is,
I'm gonna show this video. This we did at your place, which is one of our fun track. We did
when
Back
I still live with my mom.
Sorry about volume.
He's an honorary member now. That's young me. With my great glasses. Mirek looked a lot younger. I somehow looked the same.
Oh
That was
my
a fun
God.
video, though.
That was a fun video. Yeah, we should watch more of the video. This is. Wow, that's about the time where we started going to raves. That's really what happened there.
Well, so at first we started trying to get bookings, right? In various raves and festivals, and when you're a nobody, and you're just starting out, you get shit bookings. So you play for free at 7 in the morning.
Pour vrai, je pense qu'on va switcher en français. Our first rave booking, well, our first good booking was at Sherbrooke, where we were booked by people who knew our music.
But that was a good booking.
That was a good booking. I have actually some footage of that I want to show.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Find it, give me a sec. Okay. Yeah, this was fun. This was our... I'm just gonna leave this drop of World of Lies. By the way, somebody asked where can we find Back is Back. Honestly, on SoundCloud, I don't think it's on Spotify either. Back is Back is not on Spotify. This makes no sense.
But it's pretty old. We only got... Spotify didn't even exist at that point.
True. But what happened is that we released with a label. We signed with a label, which was a mistake. Looking back, signing with a label was probably a mistake, surprisingly.
I mean, it was okay. It did give us some fair bit of views on YouTube, but...
Yeah, but they decided to release only 4 tracks and not release Back is Back, which was a mistake. Back is Back is a great track. And they released this one. They released World of Lies, which is a good track. The track you wrote, with Gabby singing.
But it wasn't exactly like what people wanted to.
No, they wanted to hear Back is Back at our shows because it was a big, intense, in-your-face party track. This is fun. This is fun.
That was at the time, you know,
I
after
love
Skrillex, it is like intense stuff.
Love this part.
I do love it also.
Who played the guitar on this?
FX?
Is it FX?
Yeah.
I think it's about that time also that FX joined the band with Gabby, who became kind of our... my première tune. He became the guitarist at that time for our live shows. So I said, I'm just gonna show you some footage. I can even not play the music.
Oh, you can play the montage.
Montage, okay. Transition, music is so not party, but the video is so party. We played live. Oh, DJing at the time.
Yeah, Ableton live session.
Piano
That was a fun track too.
was a fun track.
I remember dropping it. I remember still dropping flange and be like, okay, I gotta play the notes now.
Oh yeah?
That moment I was like, okay. A bit stressful, especially in the conditions, but I remember it.
C'était en 2012 ça. C'était avant que je te rencontre à Miam. Bon show. Laurent, il avait joué du violon. Puis après sa part de violon, il est allé dans le dance floor. Il a frenché une fille random. Il est revenu jouer sur la next part de violon sur la tune d'après. Ça c'était quand même rockstar.
That was one of his most rock star moments.
Good time. Good show. So this one of our first real good show. Then our second real good show was Open Mind 2015. But between 2012 and 2015, we had our launch party for Human Territory, which was very nice too. But we did a lot of raves and free raves where we were booked by people who didn't know us. So it kind of influenced also how we made music. And our music became more party dance floor oriented, which was the inspiration of Human Territory. Yes, when we came back from it.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah. Which one are you gonna play now?
I think I'm gonna play our. What I was gonna song Human. I want to play the song Human Territory because it's an important one. That's the name of our second album. Human Territory.
Yeah, that song I had started after we came back from the first time we went to Valhalla, where we were booked.
2013?
13
Or
or
14.
14, I don't remember. But I remember that we had a terrible set. It was at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun was in our face.
It was on the main stage. We're like, it's on the main stage. We're like
Yeah.
so happy.
There was no one except some people like sitting down like farther away. And of course we played our intense set, you know. And the stage was shaking. The stage monitor was just, you know, some rumble, like nothing, like.
And we played instruments. I brought my bass.
And he brought his bass, and it was a pretty big flop. And I mean, after we were pretty bummed out about it, and this guy who just randomly camped with us at the time at the festival, some guy we didn't know, he gave us stuff, and then we had a great time. And
Give us stuff.
and at the
Redacted.
time we were like in our, you know, beginning 20s, but we were a bit late bloomers in that sense. I think some people they younger, but that's fine, that's good. And then we finished by we ended up having a great time, and it was very, very inspiring just to, you know, live that dubstep experience at that time, because that was the first like real, like serious dubstep shows we went. And after that I got really inspired and started this track, and on it Mirek chimed in. Obviously I had a first version and he said that that's not the bass, and I was like, okay, you're right. Had to
That's all I did.
remake the bass, and
Fun fact, I still play this one.
that's crazy.
It's one of the tracks that I still play today.
I almost get embarrassed about it. I'm like, oh, this is so old.
I know, but it's one of the tracks that every time I DJ and I drop this one, I'm confident the dance floor is going to react well, and they react well. They love the tracks. A lot of people know the lyrics by now, so
Yeah.
it creates a great moment. It's good songwriting. I know it's not like modern bass drop of
No, but I
rock
think
band.
it's like it's there's not so much stuff that you can't hear it,
Yeah.
and the bass is good enough so that it sounds alright, you know.
Like Gabby mentioned, the next year at Valhalla, we were booked at a great spot.
Yeah,
We're on the
much better
second
spot.
stage,
Yeah.
but we're booked at the beginning of the big night
I-
where people
no.
were going to the main stage.
Yeah, but we were on Sunday.
One-
It's still good. It's
No,
still
it
good.
was good,
It's
it
still
was good.
much better.
It was good.
But we were booked at like 9 o'clock,
9
or
o'clock.
10 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah.
However, I was in my great wisdom, I kind of got sick on Saturday, so I had a pretty rough time.
Happened.
I don't know if you remember, but we ended up performing. It was all right. I just it was tough.
Did a great show. We played a lot of our song. I sung in that show, and by that time, I think we did. In between that, we did Open Mind, which was our best show. Open Mind was like to have
I
something.
mean, I think it was the best booking we had up until then.
Since we're talking about shows,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna put some.
Well, that's 2017 though.
That's 2017, but it's mostly the shows we're talking about with some future for us. This is not the music montage. This is what's it? Timeless. This is Open Mind. Great crowd. Open Mind. We had prime time Saturday night. Friday night was
What
like
time did we play?
at Open Mind. We played at 2 right after
Right.
Caminanda,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
We were the first Psytrance.
Yeah.
It was like we had Caminanda before, which was kind of slow mid-tempo, and then we played. So the international headliner played at 1, we played at 2 right after, and we brought up the party. Like we started the party of Open Mind Festival.
Yeah.
That was a great.
I
set.
remember that
was
show
a
as well.
great
It was
set.
pretty good.
Yeah. That was Eclipse.
The obviously the stage and the stage monitor were
That was
shaking
Valhalla.
as like hell, but
That's what we saw.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
it.
little
That's
montage.
Valhalla,
That was New
Future
Year's.
Forest, Open Mind.
Oh yeah, that was
Valhalla. That was it. That's the show we're talking about.
yeah.
Unless Valhalla, another year. Valhalla, another year. We did a couple.
Gabrielle with the bangs.
Some
Thank you, Wave.
so cute. FX. I am. Dude, he said that right after the show.
I didn't know you put quotes in this video.
I put quotes. They're true.
What is this? A best-selling book?
We're gonna talk about that. The Energy remix. Which one is that? That's Wannabe. Should we talk about Wannabe?
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting track that was in the same, I guess, spirit
No,
as World of Lies.
but this is also we had like a Daft Punk influence.
Yeah, that was more. But I guess that's when you could say we started getting a bit schizophrenic
What do you
about
mean?
our influences.
We wanted to do everything.
Yeah. We were like, oh, that's dubstep is great, psytrance is great. Oh, that Daft Punk, Justice, French Touch, was a bit nice. But and Madeon was starting to blow up, I think, at that time, and he had this kind of like electro French touch kind of thing going on, and
Yeah. I think it's the production of the voice that doesn't make it. Gabby sings great, the song is great,
yeah, it
but
might
the
not
production
have fit.
of the voice.
Yeah. The production of the voice was not that great.
We learned. It's me, oh my god. Yes. Alright. So this is 2013, Human Territory, then 2015. And then our next album, there's more tracks. I want to play another track from this album. I prefer Sarah Pow and that.
Sarah was a pretty decent track. It didn't get featured on that release.
No,
though,
on that
unfortunately.
EP, there was Time Loss, World of Lies, Human Territory, and Below the Abyss.
Yeah.
They said Below the Abyss is almost a masterpiece, which I was like, oh, really? Almost a masterpiece. But
Well,
as compared to Abyss, which is a masterpiece, Below the Abyss is like listen after the years.
well, I don't know. There's this famous philosopher, and he has this story about how perfection is. You only see perfection if there's an imperfection, because then you can see the illusion of perfection presented before you. But if it was perfection, you wouldn't see it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Gonna leave the drop, and then after Gabby says, "I love Time Lost." I loved in the past.
Time Lust was pretty good. Also, I was kind of happy with it.
Or I leave the.
It was a lot darker though.
Or I leave the drop. I leave the drop just because it's a fun track.
Pink bouquet.
This was a fun track. No, we can do house.
That's not.
Not house. That's house. That's kind of bass
No,
house.
house is like.
No, it's not Andor now. Okay, I'm gonna play Time Lost for Time Lost. So this is the thing with us. Like in the same album, you had what we just heard, Sarapao, and then you have like this turmoil
Very
of
gloomy
darkness,
track.
very gloomy track, which doesn't fit with this. More like with this.
It's been. I haven't listened to it in a while. It's kind of in between Abyss and Future Territory.
It's a good track.
So it's
it's a good track. I forgot. It's like deep.
but we didn't finish it quite well.
Yeah.
I think the end was kind of weird.
Yeah, I think that's when we started. Maybe there was a bit of polish. Time Lost. This is Time Lost that we're listening to. I think some of the
How they
tracks.
were done. The lyrics. I remember I just wrote it,
You wrote the lyrics
Yeah,
on this
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Oh shit.
but it was very short lyrics. It was time lost, will consume, toxic lust still renewed.
Here should have had backing vocals. The harmony for the second time comes out. Yeah, good song. Good song. Liked a little like 5% at the end there.
Yeah, something. Especially like now there's this kind of section which is okay, and then after that it did a 4 on the floor, which is totally stupid. Yeah, pretty dark. I wrote the lyrics.
All right. Let's continue.
So that's still in the second
Phase?
second phase, I guess, second album. And then I was joking with Mirek a bit earlier, and I told him the next phase is worst album we did.
Is it true? Is it true?
I think it's true. I mean, we gotta, if you gotta rank them, it is the worst one. And even though you might have some emotional attachment for a bunch of the tracks, which I totally understand, because some of them are very good, some of them are not, like, kind of not so great. For example,
Yeah, you're right.
I think Desert is a half-baked track. Eyes is also half-baked, or it's over-baked. I'm just being critical with ourselves, but Melody I've never cared for too much about, to your chagrin. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We're being critical about
Yeah, yeah.
ourselves. It's good. Like,
But there was a few good tracks on it. Can you pull up the track list again? On the others, yeah.
well, honestly, the best one is the Black
Black
Mirror
Mirror
remix.
remix. That's probably the best one of the bunch. That is the best one of the bunch.
Black Mirror remix I still play today.
The machine learning track was cool, but
Oh, machine learning. No, that's
it was
that's a
cool,
good-
but it didn't fit the album.
machine learning is a great track. Machine learning is a masterpiece that we should have released by its own. You know.
Yeah, it should have been a single kind of thing. So, what's Enigma? I don't even.
Enigma is a good song too.
Oh, Rainbow Smile is a very old song.
Je
That
sais pas.
That was pre Weird Fishes.
Same. Great songwriting. Great voice, great take, great lyrics. Voice production. Production good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, it's a beautiful song.
So I mean, it's still a good track, but
Yeah, it's a beautiful track.
the album was basically laced with a few half-baked tracks. That's why I say this.
I understand. But I want to talk about Black Mirror.
Yeah.
So in that time, we started doing remix exchange with some artists, most notably Radioactive Sandwich. So Radioactive Sandwich, we became friends. They did music in the same genre as us, and well, whatever our genre is, we liked each other's music very much, and they did a remix of our song, which like our Flange remix all the time, and we did a remix of one of their songs called Black Mirror. And this one is a very special song, and there's a story that comes with it.
What's the story?
The story.
I didn't know
of
there was a story.
Yeah, there's a story. Okay.
There is.
Yeah. So, used the song for in 2015 an open mind for innovative play. They play
Yes.
Eve and Lilith.
Yeah. I
Represent
remember.
that blood moon. So, yeah, cette tune. This is the encore track that played at our show that gets everybody crazy wild. And we used that song into the play. And when we rehearsed the play during the week at Open Mind, like the organizers would come to us and be like, "Shut it down, it's too intense," blah blah blah, because it was a very hippie festival.
Yes, that's true. It scared the hippies away.
Scared the hippies away. And in our decal, in our dome,
It was even worse than that. Did the guy tell you something like, "Oh, it's doing like dark vibes," you know, that kind of stuff?
yeah. It was very magical, very superstitious, but the whole festival was very magical and fairycal. And at our dome was very like fantasy. It was the first Eden Creative thing ever. Like that's when Eden Creative started.
Yeah, that was the first time you did the play, I think.
Yeah, it was the first time we did Eden Creative.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah.
And in the play we had a mirror.
Right.
We had a mirror
Oh.
on which we painted
Yes.
a pentagram. And we had the inverted pentagram during the play because it was Lilith, it was demonic. But that pentagram on the mirror offended a lot of people. And the hippies would come in the dome, like change the size, the orientation of the pentagram, and be like, "Oh, finally you rebalance the whole cosmic energy vibe and everything." They were like, "This is for our play about Satan."
Yeah, so if hippies were getting triggered by the inverted pentagram, that's quite ironic. But
Yes. And then we did a couple of showing, and one of the night was very weird, and the whole festival was weird, and they were like blaming the moon energy, blah blah, moon special stuff. I was starting to hear stories that there were portals in mirrors, and the portals were opening up in the festivals, and people were concerned and blah blah. And I'm like, okay. This was a peak hippie experience, but it was great. Open Wine was one of my favorite experience ever.
Yeah.
But then one morning, go like to do the play, and the mirror is gone. It's not in the dome, not in our things. It's just disappeared. And we're like, oh, we don't have the mirror. And Ariane is like, but I need the mirror for the play. There's a scene where she interacts with the mirror and she talks with the mirror, and it's part of the mise en scène. It's part of the Santa took it. Maybe Satan. and it's Satan. No, Santa took the mirror. And it's part of the mise en scène. It's part of the story. Like, it's a scenic element that we need to be able to do the show. So we go on a quest in the festival to find a mirror. And people are like, oh, the mirror is in the labyrinth. I saw a mirror in the labyrinth. So So we go in the quest to find a mirror in the labyrinth. We ask everybody at the festival, and they're like, oh, but I saw this witch. She took the mirror to purify it. We're like, sweet, you purified the mirror, but can we have it back? We need it. And then there's this wizard, Jacob, that we met at this festival, and he was the kind of guy who was always like so in tune with the elements, with the flow. Like, we broke a metal glass bowl, and he was like, I have a glass bowl for water, and we're like, oh shit, okay, you do. And he brought this to us. Then I tell him the story. I actually go to his like realm, where he has like his harem and all his people in like den that he built himself. And I'm like, Jacob, we got stolen our mirror. And he's like, I know where your mirror is. I'm like, whoa. And he just stands up and doesn't say anything and goes away and returns with the mirror. He found it in the HQ of the organization, whatever. But he just
And he took it.
But yeah, but that's like the whole enigma, right? But I confronted him years later, and he said no, he didn't took it. It's not him, and he would have told me it was some witch,
some guy, some person,
probably that was very offended by the pentagram and wanted to purify the mirror. And finally, the mirror came back. Could do the show.
chakras.
Realign the chakra, and we could do the show.
That was pretty funny. Lots of interesting stories at that festival.
Yeah, good times, good times. So what do we have after this? Let's last drop. This is our most metal song.
That being said, even though I made some comments about that year's album that we did have some great bookings. Because we were starting to get a bit more known in the local scene, and we played a few times at Eclipse. We were invited a few times at Future Forest, which were all amazing bookings.
Yeah. Eclipse was a great show. The Band Eclipse 2016.
Yeah, Band Eclipse was one of the best shows. 2-hour set.
2-hour set.
2-hour set.
I have it
all original, I think.
And it's all on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's actually all on YouTube, which is one of the only show that I actually have like the video of the performance.
Yeah, we tried to get this a few times, but it's always a hassle when we're at festivals.
So this was also a very special story. This Eclipse, that's where I adopted Boo.
That's true. That's where he found his cat.
On the way to the festival, Boo jumped into our cat. At the festival, I had my cat with me, the whole band, and before we started, like, they closed off the second stage. So we started on an empty stage at 10, and we had 2 hours to fill up the dance floor. We filled up the dance floor in like half an hour, but at the end it was like packed and crazy. It was very fun. and right before starting, there was like some people being high, like having ketamine episodes.
Oh my god, yeah, there's some guy bad tripping.
We're like, oh my god, we gotta shift the vibe. What the hell?
Yeah.
But it's good that we had this extra time to just set the mood.
By the way, this is the guy who, is this the guy?
Yeah, Simon Proulx, that's the guy who did the artworks.
Yeah, he
on,
did some
Children of
artworks
Twilight.
for our latest album.
I'm not gonna leave the whole thing.
No, but you can. I think this is kind of an intro thing.
Yeah, like an intro thing.
Yeah,
And
a
then
bit of a.
us.
Oh, I think there's a. Oh yeah. Inside camera.
Oh my god. Our Cat Empire remix. I'm gonna skip through that. Caliente. Mas Caliente was like,
Oh
what
my
song
God.
is that?
Yeah.
Mas Caliente remix. Let's skip to a part where everyone's playing. Time lost. Time lost.
Oh yeah, she's gonna sing a bit. Oh.
Again.
But anyways, the whole set is there.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's quite fun. Anyways, camera angles, you know.
Yeah. I had two cameras. I think I just like turned the camera around at one point. Black Mirror.
You filmed Black Mirror.
Yeah. I thought when
Yeah, let it a bit. I like the first guy has a base head t-shirt.
– 2016, yeah. Good time. Yeah, people are having good time. Alright. So next, we're gonna go into more chill space.
So what happened after? What happened? So
little 2018-19 wasn't super prolific, but we started working on
Well,
the chill and
I
epic.
think it was less prolific, but I think all the tracks we made were good.
COVID was in 2020.
Yeah. And I mean, for context, I broke up with my then girlfriend in 2018, so I had a few semi-sad tracks there, obviously.
It had Disambiguation, which is one of my favorite tracks.
Favorite unreleased tracks.
There's a video. It's very fun. I think I'm gonna play. It's one where we do the barbecue. It's not on YouTube.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's a strange video. Well, we don't need to.
I don't want to play it.
You want to play it?
If I find it. Okay. I'm gonna play the barbecue video.
I warn you, it's a very strange video.
It's a very strange video. Okay. Let's go for it.
Let's call it an experimental cinema something.
Oh, man.
Oh no. Okay.
I take a little.
Yeah.
It's like deep in the archive. It was buried because Eric doesn't like it.
No, it's alright.
I'm on Facebook.
Facebook.
We posted on Facebook. We didn't post it on YouTube. I don't know why we didn't post it on YouTube. Nice video. We focused so much on Facebook.
Facebook at the time, yeah.
When like we had
Wasn't
more
so important, you know.
when we had more fans on YouTube,
Yeah.
which
Or-
is
Oh, you can play it out.
oh, let's play it. The infamous barbecue video.
Portail. Oh my god.
Oh, it is bad.
Yeah, well,
That's all I have. So
potato quality.
sorry for the potato quality.
Hopefully I think the sound is pretty loud. If the chat let us know if the sound is loud.
thing. FX is always cool. Like,
It's stage presence.
what am I doing? What do I have Christmas lights? You're like just not agreeing. Great bag, by the way. You just left the
I'm
screen.
just like,
Just with
goodbye.
I'm done with this shit, guys. Sorry. Wow, this video. Great time. Great song.
Who is filming?
Ahian.
Oh,
Of course, Ahian is filming.
okay, I figured.
Oh. Yes.
So that's pretty fun video. Although,
No,
I mean,
intéressant.
Hi there, hello, welcome.
So-
yeah. Quick, before we get demonetized.
Yeah, okay, cool. Next song. So yeah, so that was a disambiguation video. Disambiguation is an incredible song, Eric, that we never released. That
Yeah.
we should finish.
Yeah,
it's
what
one of
a
your songs. It's
what
one
a
of your
shame.
songs. One of your songs.
So, but we did. I did that song. Another song we didn't finish was Zenith. Sorry, we didn't release. Was Zenith?
We released it.
We kind of released it, but a bit on.
We half-baked released
We
it.
half-baked released
But we
it, but
used- But we used in it for the show.
yeah,
We didn't create
yeah.
it.
This we
So-
we played it a bunch of times.
So we played it all.
a bunch of times.
But we didn't release it properly on Spotify and blah blah blah. Unlike this one, Huron, which is available on Spotify.
Yeah.
Probably one of our best recent ones.
I mean, the last album was all pretty good. I think it was all pretty solid.
Yeah, we can take a moment to talk about this album with the visuals because.
And I think we a bit late got the idea of saying, hey, we should do something a bit chill, a bit more chill, you know?
yeah,
Like,
because by then in 2020 we realized, hey, our best tracks are our chill tracks, except Black Mirror and except some of them, but most
except some of them, but on an average, on a track by track basis, when
Yeah.
we did a chill track, it was pretty good. And when we tried to do a banger, it was like either it sucked or it was okay.
Exactly,
you know?
exactly. Our bangers are hit or miss, but our chill track are always
We're
hit.
pretty. I mean, some were like better, but they were pretty good usually. You know?
This one has great art, also. With this is all art, no AI stuff done by Simon Provost.
It's true.
That I animated in sync with the music. It's great. I love this one. I love like what the image is saying. Huron and Gabi singing in Huron. Gabi had to learn Huron-Wendat language. Is a Quebec autochtone language.
At least a bit of lyrics there.
Yeah, and she really worked hard on this pronunciation. I sent the song to elders, Huron elders. I was like, good, is this like the pronunciation okay? They were like, pronunciation is funny, but the song is nice. And they were happy. It's really weird in Quebec. We have this thing where like cultural reappropriation stuff, but they were happy. They were like, we're happy that you're like
Using the
yeah,
language.
yeah, because they're like you're giving a view and kind of celebrating our culture and our aesthetic and our art. And this song is like an homage to that.
It's true. I think the only gripe I have with that song is it's actually praising Jesus.
Yeah, very well.
But that's
another story. Yeah, that's another story.
but so we decided to do more of a 5-track thing.
Yeah, we did 5, but 4. Yeah,
Yeah, 5-track thing.
can I go back
Which
to
is
it?
all
Sorry.
kind of the
We have
chill
flavor. I didn't even put the marks. Where is it? I have the. Let the track finish out of respect. Fade out.
yeah, we'll fade out.
Classy fade. My favorite from this track is actually not Huron, it's actually Waves, but I'm gonna keep it for last.
Yeah. Wait.
I
I
could
mean-
put Mox. I could put Mox. Oh, it's doing it like.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wanted
Oh.
to have with the visuals. Oh, I didn't put the. That's so weird. I didn't put the
Timestamps.
stamps. Wow.
Well, you were kind of a YouTube noob back then.
Which is
Nah, I'm just kidding.
should have been more. Artwork. Yeah, it's a psychedelic robot spider.
Is it? Where?
In your home.
Oh, wait. In any case, I really love the animations though. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time doing that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, too many times. Because Simon Provo gave me the artwork with like different layers,
The layers,
for
yeah.
the elements, and I tried to sync
The music.
but different music elements on different elements of the song. So if it's subtle, if you notice like
No,
this
I do
ball,
notice.
this ball is the bass.
Yeah, I totally noticed.
Like
But you
This is
use
like
like,
a little-
bandpass filters and stuff?
yeah,
Or-
I isolated the frequency of no, actually no, I stemmed it.
Oh, you
So I
stemmed it,
exported
okay.
the kick, exported the bass individually.
Oh really? Okay.
Ah, Richard! C'est le chant d'une montagne, yes. We kind of skip Nature Sauvage.
That's true.
True. We can do a little dive back to Nature Sauvage and Ontario Ticket.
Well, that one's funny because it was kind of
It's in French.
it's the only one in French.
It's
yeah.
our only song in French. After this drop, we go back to Nature Sauvage. I'm just fascinated by the visuals.
Yeah, they are really good.
Really cool. It took me way too much time to do.
I mean, what's too much time for eternal artistic presence?
Alright, let's go with Nature Sauvage. Nature Sauvage est le fun parce que c'est notre première tune et notre seule tune en français. Oups. Entends, Jean.
Yeah, same. I was listening to a lot of classical music back then.
Je suis le chant d'une montagne qui grimpe vers la voie lactée. Je suis le chant de la terre qui monte toute sa colère. Je suis le chant de la mer qui déferle sur nos cités mortelles. Tu n'as pas à t'en faire, moi je suis éternel.
Could have been more hard hitting though.
It's better than I remember.
It's better than you remember. Okay.
It's much better than I remember.
Interesting.
But the bass drop, could have been harder hitting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You remembered it worse.
I remembered it worse.
I remembered it better.
Oh shit. I'm actually impressed by the production of the choir. The vocals at the beginning.
It was okay. Yeah.
The arrangement, the way it's produced, the build
The
up is
presence
very good.
did.
But this part, I think the bass and all that production lacks the OTP and saturate.
Yeah, it's just lacking subs.
Yeah.
It was kind of a fun track to sing.
Fun track, fun track. Fun track to play live too. Yeah. Like Riddle of Steel, and then they kind of went together these two.
Kind of, but Riddle of Steel was a bit of a fiasco with track, in my opinion.
Fiasco.
I'm sorry, I'm being negative, but as I said, this was the worst album. The other,
This is one of the track on the worst album, so it's not that bad.
yeah, it's, you know,
I'm gonna put Riddle of Steel.
oh god. Alright. It had a few good moments. It's
The
just
build-up of Real Rule was great. I really love the build-up. I'm gonna put just the build-up. I skipped to the build-up.
Jesus, you just
I just went to the build-up. This is one of our best build-up. This is like a really good trance build-up.
pretty deep. Come on, that big up. Oh, it's little hearts. Yeah, some random sounds there. Welcome, Astral Party. Oh god.
I forgot about that laugh. Anyways, honestly, the build-up is better than the drop on this one.
Yeah. So,
Good build-up. A couple of things that happened. We had a new follow. Astroparticule, what's up? Hello, Astroparticule. Thank you for the follow. And yeah, I know Gabby likes this one, but always had a bit of issues with it.
well, sometimes we got a bit ambitious with the
Meilleur ami
songs.
Amoun, bonjour, meilleur ami Amoun. Audrey, j'entends des potins sur le passé.
Potins.
Notre première chicane.
I don't know if we had
This song was actually our first fight.
was it?
Mon nom s'écrit avec un...
That's details.
C'est une blague, mais on doit se connaître si tu dis salut Mirek.
Il y a des
pas très
potins.
J'aime tout. Ok, ouais, on va laisser.
I
Potin. Ah, un truc. Quand on commençait, pensez en français, là, tout le monde est francophone.
Ouais, let's go.
Quand on commençait à produire, au début, comme quand il y avait l'ordinateur, là, l'autre qui attendait derrière, des fois s'excitait, surtout qu'on avait fumé du pot, qu'on avait une idée, puis on voulait prendre le contrôle de l'ordinateur.
Yeah.
On faisait le truc, genre, mets ta main ici,
C'est
la
moi, j'avais ma
souris,
main là.
monte ta main, sa souris.
Parce que moi j'allais la souris comme ça.
Puis là, l'autre, il arrivait comme derrière, puis il faisait juste comme... Puis, pas toucher, genre,
Ouais, c'est
juste
ça.
rester en haut le plus longtemps possible, jusqu'à temps que l'énergie de l'autre personne vienne faire comme « Ok, vas-y, c'est à ton tour! » C'est vraiment spécial. Bon, anecdote, ben, il y a la fois où mon esprit s'est divisé en deux pendant qu'on a fumé un bat en faisant de la musique. En fait,
Oh boy, c'est un bad trip que tu te rappelles.
je me rappelle de ça, là. Basically, on a commencé à fumer du pot en faisant de la musique Tron Sepia.
Ouais.
C'est ça qu'on faisait dans nos sessions, puis premier bat, là, avec toi, justement en musique, puis à un moment donné, j'étais comme...
C'était où?
C'était à TMR.
Ok.
Genre, tu travaillais sur une étude, là, pendant genre Cuddlefish ou Abyss, genre. puis moi j'avais trop fumé, puis j'étais comme, je bougeais partout derrière toi, puis j'étais comme, Eric, mon esprit se divise, j'avais vraiment l'impression que genre mon âme puis mon identité se séparaient en deux, genre. Puis Là, comme, tu m'as calmé, là, tu mettais la bonne musique. Puis là, je te disais comme, ok, mets cette partie-là de la tune, je voulais juste que tu mettes le build-up, genre, de telle tune, genre. Vraiment, Tron Sepia, en boucle, genre. Puis j'étais comme, ah, c'est bien, genre. Ouais. Beaucoup, d'autres anecdotes.
T'as de production, là.
C'est pour ça qu'il y a un peu, on va vraiment des anecdotes de rave, là. De Mirek, c'est des
Ouais. C'est vrai, ça serait.
de Mirek qui a écrit. Mais ouais, mais des fois, ça arrivait, là, comme t'avais comme. Toi, tu travaillais, puis j'avais moi qui disais un shit d'un côté, puis de l'autre côté, genre, t'étais comme, ok, mais dans quelle direction? Ça, c'était au début, là.
Ouais, plus au début. Après ça, on avait plus un flow. Le bonhomme de shampoo.
Tu dis pas. Des anecdotes, il y en a, en tout cas.
Et
Oh my god, le bonhomme. Oh, je sais
Qui
pas.
ça?
Ah, mais ça, c'est une tune. Ça, c'est ça. Je vais mettre une tune plus vibe dark, là, parce que c'est plus rare. On met dessus. Une tune plus dark.
Ça, c'est juste des.
C'est juste du son. Je vais remettre Time Lost. Qu'est-ce qu'on a pas? Oh, on a pas mis Factory Tune.
Ouais.
Fait qu'on revenait de Sherbrooke après le Space Age. Puis c'était comme, il était comme 3h, 4h du matin, genre. Puis on roulait sur la route. C'était comme la grosse route de campagne, il y avait personne. Tu sais, comme à 4h du matin, la route de campagne, il y a personne. C'était l'hiver en plus. Comme neige et personne. Là, on voit une silhouette au loin. Là, c'est juste quelqu'un qui marche avec des bagages, genre, au loin. C'est quelqu'un qui marche avec plein d'affaires, genre. Là, on se rapproche. Là, on réalise que c'est comme quelqu'un avec un masque blanc
Ah, j'ai pas vu.
qui marche tout seul à 4h du matin sur la route, mais pas un masque, genre une cagoule de froid, genre comme un masque de genre d'horreur. C'est comme bizarre de costume, genre. Il avait l'air. Puis ce qui est le plus weird, c'est que il a pas acknowledge la voiture, genre. Il a juste comme marché comme de même dans sa bulle. Tu sais, une autre voiture à 4h du matin, c'était vraiment la seule voiture depuis 30 minutes. T'sais, il a pas comme regardé la voiture ou se tasser de la route. Il a juste comme continué de marcher, genre, pas devant, genre.
Ah, il avait pété ben là.
C'est ta théorie ou c'est un fantôme, Mirek?
Ah, oui, c'est important.
Moi, je pense ma théorie du fantôme. Et Gabi aussi est d'accord avec moi. Là.
Il devait peut-être revenir du. Je sais pas. C'est très bizarre.
C'est juste Gabi et moi qui l'ont vu, on s'en est reparlé, puis nous on est convaincus que c'est un fantôme. Là.
Et moi, je l'avais pas. J'étais dans les maps.
Dans les vents à 4h du matin,
Ouais.
après le rave. Là.
Tu reframes. Mais là. Oui,
Char est sur YouTube.
exact. Ben.
On a déjà joué dans cette avant, je vais pas la remettre. En fond, toi, tu penses que c'est
C'est
l'avatar
ça,
du
il
char
pense
de
que
la
c'est-
Terre qui
exact.
prend toute la colère, c'est ça?
Exact.
Ok.
Puis après ça, maintenant, on a
Next
des
song,
ouragans, des feux. Là.
Ariane, elle veut la next song qui est Riddle of... On a déjà mis Riddle of Steel, je vais pas la remettre. On a mis le build-up de Riddle of Steel. Je vais pas la remettre. Je vais pas la remettre.
On peut mettre
On le remix.
une autre. Soit Zénith. Je sais pas.
Ah, Zenith, c'est une bonne idée. Eh oui, Zenith.
Je
même
pense
pas,
pas qu'elle est
non.
là-dedans. Là.
Va être là. Ah.
Cathédrale, ouais, c'est ça.
Cathédrale!
Ça, c'est une vieille
Ça, c'est
track.
une bonne idée. Ça, c'est une vieille track. Et où?
Je sais pas si tu l'as. Octope aussi.
Ah. Mais elle est pas si bonne que ça, Cathédrale, hein?
Non.
Je l'ai réécouté, là, puis
Elle est pas,
voilà, je vais la mettre.
Ouais,
Dans 2
vas-y.
secondes. C'est comme...
Tu vas voir, c'est meilleur dans tes souvenirs.
C'est vraiment impressionnant. C'est une de nos premières tracks, ça aussi.
Ça, c'était quand? C'était avant.
C'était avant Cuddlefish.
Avant Cuddlefish.
C'était
c'est
entre
ça.
la première qu'on a jouée au début du stream, quand t'es comme ça, c'est la première tune qu'on a jamais faite, et Cuddlefish. Donc c'était avant qu'on découvre le dubstep.
Scroller.
Ouais, hein.
Ah, elle est. Et Rainbow Smog aussi. Là.
C'est avant un boss. Une tune pour raconter l'histoire de peur.
C'est ça, hein, Gabriel avait raison.
Ouais. il va plus
Écoute,
chronologique.
la chronologie maintenant.
Et bref,
C'est quoi?
ça fait. Ok. Bon, pas mal sur la tune.
Non, on va entendre le petit riff de violon.
C'est un pré-cri. Lui, il veut des nouvelles tunes. Bon, des nouvelles tunes. Ok. Avant de passer au truc de Planète Dia, on va mettre quand même d'autres nouvelles tunes. Hey, j'ai envie de mettre. C'est où que je pourrais trouver le bounce de. La
Sur
tienne. Là.
SoundCloud.
La tienne,
Excuse,
la
sur
tienne.
Dropbox, hein.
Je vais trouver une nouvelle tune d'Eric qu'on a toujours pas release. New
Ouais,
unreleased
ouais.
Tron Sepia. Well, unreleased Tron Sepia track that I don't know if we're ever gonna release.
Good. En plus, on avait des paroles, puis. Ouais, c'est quoi?
Did we record a version with
Flood? Non, je pense pas.
the lyrics?
Ah, derrière, là.
Mirek vocals. No, we have one vocal master cosmic. Oh shit, we have the vocal. Yeah, but this is
Yeah.
whatever.
On va voir que ça donne.
Yeah, this is like exclusive unreleased Tron Sepia shit that we're hearing right now. Yeah.
Hour and a half into the stream.
This one is called Flawed. It's an Eric song. Ouais, that has...
Background. On va le laisser jouer un peu.
sur la scène, ça.
Fait que cette tune-là, quand tu l'as utilisée là, dans les derniers salles, est-ce qu'elle marche ou c'est comme.
Ouais, elle marche.
Elle marche, ouais. C'est bon,
Il y aurait besoin d'un peu de travail encore dessus. Peut-être comme basic production. OTT,
c'est bon.
multi bass.
Juste pour le fatten up.
Soft clipping sur les drums.
Ok.
Puis la production de la voix. Oh, c'est Gabi qui joue pas mal. C'est marrant. On devrait réenregistrer Gabi dessus. Faire une vraie session d'enregistrement.
Ouais, on a enregistré ça.
Mais t'es satisfait des faits? Moi, je pense que.
Peut-être que c'est pas le même. Faudrait que je la check dans ça.
Alright. We're soon gonna end the stream. On Malt's.
Ben,
On Malt's base.
je pense que ça peut faire un bon segue à futur, j'imagine.
So this Tron Sepia unreleased song that you're gonna finish, right?
Which I may finish one day. I mean, it is finished. Listen to it. It's kind of finished.
A bit of yeah,
I don't believe it.
a bit of polishing now. There's some grouping on the bass and there's some production on the
Some
voice.
stuff.
Yeah, it's a great track. So this is gonna be the transition into the future. This is it. I think this is about time. We got like 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
So,
15 minutes.
What's up?
So what's up? So we didn't do too many new tracks in the last couple of years. A few. Oh, we had another one, Omnia, but
Yeah. But Enya is a great track too.
that one can have
Yeah,
more.
the bass sound is lovely. I agree. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a John Lowell says that the bass sound on this one is lovely, and I agree. I believe
you.
a bit of more of OTT, a bit of a little cleaning up, and then recording a proper session with Gabby, and we have a song. It would be nice to release this one.
to actually put it out.
I
Yeah.
actually thought we could do a Planet Ziha featuring Tron Sepia track on this one.
How would that work?
I have no idea. So this is like a teaser of what's coming. So basically, some of you might know this, but I've been trying to do a lot of music in the past years for a new project called Planet Ziha.
My God, how could you?
You didn't know?
Oh God.
And it's soon gonna start. So this is the first one that's gonna be released in a few weeks. So it's a new project that's more focused on performance and visuals, a new brand, a new name, and everything. We're still gonna do Tron Sepia,
Yeah.
especially if you finish Flawed.
Yeah. I didn't get too much music production time. Less so than Mirek, so he started doing these tracks, which had a bit more, I guess, direction to them. It was the coherence. A bit more, but don't stray. So, un peu plus tribal.
This one.
At least this one, but I mean, the other ones also.
Yeah, Evans is coming out on the 13th of September.
Well, that's your still release plan.
Yeah, that's my release plan. 3 weeks.
No,
Yeah, soon. And you can check the new links and the new social here. Everything is here. There's a email thing. You can write your email and have it before everyone else when it comes out.
So the twist is, this is a bit more about this current future, this version of the future.
This version.
Although we may release a few more Tron Sepia tracks, probably one by one. I wouldn't presume on an album.
No, but
I
would
think
love to release
I would probably do one by one tracks.
what really is flawed as a single.
I need to find divine inspiration
Odd.
to finish a song, and then you know, post it on the internet.
And we can call out.
Then we can collab. Well, I don't know if do I need a solo artist name? I never really found one.
See, depends if you're doing your electronica project
Yeah,
you've been talking about.
Yeah, I've had a few ideas in the past, but not good ones.
So here's another Planet Ziha track unreleased called At Night.
Time to play.
Oh, c'est complet, dommage. Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it too much. Okay, that's enough Planet Ziha. I was gonna play have a lot of them.
Play all the album.
Yeah.
Play the 5 of the 10 tracks you should select for your single.
No, but I'm gonna start with Heaven, then Poco Loco. I can play Poco Loco. If there's a request for more Planet Ziha track, I'm gonna play them. Or else I'm gonna finish with a Tron Sepia track.
Yeah, we should finish with it.
Yeah, we're gonna finish with the Tron Sepia track. Alright. What's happening here? Oops. Leaking information about the new project.
Oh. Well, that's ça, c'est du reach organique. Avec la 2 minutes.
Ah ouais. This is gonna come next in our next stream, Planet Ziha. For now, I'm not gonna show.
Est-ce que vous avez montré des trucs de confection de Planet Ziha pendant le stream?
Alright. Okay. I wanna go
Mettre waves, puis
waves and that's it?
that's it.
Yeah, okay. So this last track is probably my favorite of no, but it's my favorite track of the Children of Twilight EP. It's the last track of the album, and yeah, I'm gonna finish with that. It's a great closure track.
You want an actual potin, or not a potin, but kind of a sad fact about that track?
Oh no, such a sad track. Yeah.
Like I said, that was like 2018. I was breaking up with my then girlfriend, and I literally started writing that track while we were kind of breaking up. and she heard part of that track.
Oh shit, she did.
And
I didn't know that.
And she's like, "What does this mean?"
Oh my gosh.
She like heard it, and she was like, she's. Je me rappelle pas qu'est-ce qu'elle a dit exactement, mais elle a dit quelque chose comme. En tout cas, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire au micro? Yeah.
But what does it mean?
I mean, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire là?
It's a song about the passage of time.
Un autre secret. Laisse-moi essayer.
This melody is so
Pretty good.
beautiful. This is my contrepoint over here. What's the thing you wanted to say? I want to know.
Mais on the flip side, although I made that track during the breakup, I used it afterwards to kind of impress girls when I would send the music I made. They're like, "Hey, I made this." And usually they'd be like, "Wow, that's pretty good."
Gabby's right. The best Tron Sepia is the melancholic Tron Sepia.
Flange I also made sort of heartbreak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Breathe in, breathe out, dreaming out loud. The end of
Yeah, just there's the go.
Lyrics. I was in the car, it was raining.
Oh.
I was super sad. That's when I was singing the song without the vocals, and that's when the vocals popped in.
Ouais, ouais. Alors, ils avaient quand même travaillé les vocals, c'était bien. C'est encore genre la mélodie de fin un peu là en ce moment. Comme un pop come up avec une mélodie qui lance sur un
Ah ouais, c'est bon.
pause, tu sais. Non, non, je veux dire dans le futur.
Ouais. Alright.
Fait que ça fait le tour.
That was it. That was it. That was
So
it for
stay
tonight.
tuned for more tracks by members of the Tron Sepia team project and Creative Collective.
Ziha coming at the beginning of September. First track dropping on September 13th. And then it's gonna be one track every month. Boom, boom, boom. It's gonna be Heavens, then there's gonna be the Archangel remix that I haven't played in the stream, but I've played a couple of times live. And Poco Loco, and then non-stop till
Like a
forever.
live show on.
And then the live show, oh shit, I don't know if I can announce this. I can, whatever.
By the
25th of November. 25th of November, Planet Ziha Live. at Eden Creative's next event.
Et là, est-ce que tu t'es donné un bon slot?
Fun fact, I'm not organizing this event.
Oh,
So I'm not 100% sure that I'm booked.
ben,
I told it's Sophie. Sophie's doing the booking.
ben impliqué fortement que tu vas être booké.
I'm gonna do the form.
Si tu vas faire la forme, ouais, c'est ça. Il y a comme un petit incentive, là, si elle te book pas, c'est comme c'est pas toi qui organise le prochain.
Alright. Merci beaucoup d'avoir été là, c'était le fun. Merci d'avoir tenu
Merci
compagnie.
Audrey.
Merci Ariane, merci Gabi, merci Moon, merci les autres qui sont venus dire bonjour, Richard.
Charles Julien,
Ouais.
Particule.
Particule, que je sais pas c'est quoi son vrai nom. Pas grave, Particule c'est cool. Astroparticule, c'est quand même nice. C'est un bon. Alright, bonne nuit. Bonne note.
Bonne nuit tout le monde.